So, I'm about to do something that I never, ever, ever wanted to do. But I made the mistake of asking someone what I should do on my eyes. Didn't get my words out fast enough, and they was like, "Oh, well, if you play me in pool, whoever wins picks what I do." Needless to say, I lost in pool, and so now I have to do the stupid Auburn look. But it's roll tide forever. Roll tide forever. But I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna be happy about it, but I'm gonna do it because I ain't no quitter. I made the bet. I pay my dues. Jesus be with me. Mm. Here we go. Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video. Oh, this is a video that I was not excited about doing, but now that I've finished editing it and the ending of it has really got me excited, so I'm just gonna go ahead with, with the best intentions and get this over with. So I started off by priming my eyes with the Believe Beauty Your Covered Liquid Concealer in the shade Sand. I had already done my brows off camera, and I used the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil in the shade Medium Brown. And now I'm going in with the Morphe 39A Dare to Create palette with the shade Sculpt in my transition shade. I'm going to be saying several times, you're going to see my mouth go, I don't want to do this. And I look like I'm stressed because I kind of am. Because I just really did not want to do this. But I sucked it up and I did it. And I really like how it turned out. Not the colors, but I really did put effort into it. And so now I'm going in with the color Indigo in the 39A palette as well. And we're going into it. I was not excited about putting these particular colors on my eyes, but I did. As you can see, I am very stressed. I caught myself breathing heavily several times. But I got through it. Whew. And she's just blending and blending. Take a moment. I don't want to do it. That's what I kept saying. If I was better at pool, I wouldn't have been doing this. Atrocious, to be honest. But we proceed to give you what you need. Now I'm going in with the color Dare Me, which is a shimmer shade. And in the makeup community, sometimes it's a sin to go right into your crease with a shimmer. Well, it's not really a shimmer shade. It's really a metallic-y shade, but still. But it's the color that was closest to the blue that I needed. So I went ahead and threw it in my crease, and it really didn't look that bad once I added all the other colors to it. But I probably wouldn't normally just throw a metallic-y shade in my crease because it just isn't very flattering whenever you look at a makeup look. It's kind of just like shimmer sparkles on your eyelid. So now I'm taking the Morphe 35M Boss Mood palette. Actually, I'm just pointing out the color that I'm going to use. That's the Juvia's Place. I don't remember what palette that is, but I didn't end up using it. But then I decided I was going to cut my crease. So I took my concealer and a a flat angled brush and cut my crease and cleaned up that lid space so that orange would be more vibrant on my lid. Oh boy. And then I put the orange on my lid. And I used the shade Fired Up from the Boss Mood palette by Morphe. Now I'm taking the NYX white liquid liner in my crease. And I really, if you pay attention to a lot of my last two, I think, videos that I did, I'm pretty sure I threw a white line in my crease because I really like how that looks. So now I'm drawing the infamous, oh my goodness, I still can't believe I did this. I'm drawing the infamous UA, or is it AU? It's AU. Yeah, my bad. Well, I drew the U first, so whatever. Oh, I was so sad. I was so sad. But nonetheless, turned out okay. I threw on some lashes after this. I don't remember what lashes I used either, but I did throw on some lashes to pull the look together. In my head, I was like, you do not want to put on lashes to go with this crappy look. But I put effort into it, so I went ahead and put on lashes. So now I'm using the Believe Beauty Skin Finish Foundation in the shade Chestnut. This foundation is, I'm still working on it. I haven't worn it in a while, so I don't really remember how it works, but, well, how it is after a long time of wearing it, because I've been stuck on my Maybelline Fit Me, but I'm gonna test it out again. I did like how it finished in this video, but of course I didn't leave this makeup on more than 30 minutes for a couple pictures, so, and then I let my grandparents see it, and then I washed it off. So then I went in with the same concealer that I primed my eyes with, and I blended it out with a round tip brush. Not a round tip. Well, it really is kind of a round tip brush. It's kind of packed down, so I like to blend out my concealer with it. And I go in with my Airspun loose face powder in translucent extra coverage. Not that I need extra coverage, but I like extra coverage. And then I went in with my Maybelline loose finishing powder in dark to set my whole face. And now I'm going in just on my under eyes with a sponge with the Believe Beauty Matte Blur Loose Translucent Powder. Just to bring the brightness back to my under eye area, because whenever I set my face, I normally go right under my eyes too. And just gonna dust that away. And nice and fall of skin. So now I'm taking my trusty dusty, the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm using this as a face palette today, and I'm going in with the shades Chip and Mocha for my contour shades. I've been using this palette as a face palette, eye palette, everything, because it's so universal. Then I'm going in with the shades Jacz and Huntz for my blush color. To be honest, Jaclyn taught me. She was using eyeshadows as highlighters, and I started using eyeshadows as highlighters, and whenever she came out with her palette, I was like, oh yeah, I see a couple of these I can use as highlighters, which I'm using Obsessed and SBN as my highlighter. So yeah, I really like this palette for my face as well as my eyes. When I highlight my cheekbones, tip of my nose, down my nose, my cupid's bow, forehead, and my chin. I highlight everywhere. I love to highlight. And my brow bone. So now I'm going back in with the 35M Boss Mood palette, And I'm taking the shade Bright Eyes to highlight the inner corner. It's a really pretty orange shimmer shade. And it just really brought everything together with my eyes. Now I'm taking the Maybelline Big Shot Mascara for my lower lashes. And the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Palette in the color Primary 5. I lined my lips with a black eyeliner just because I didn't want my lips to be flat. So I used a black cheap pencil liner just to give me a guideline to go by. Oh boy. And it's really coming together. I really kind of like it if it wasn't, our little brother. But, you got to do what you got to do. Bet's a bet, right? I think this blue really brought everything together. And I really wasn't planning on doing a blue lip, but it just happened. Oh, deep down on the inside, I was not happy. I promise. And there it is. I'm setting my face with the Broadway Color Setting Spray Matte Finish.
Alabama, Alabama, Ramma Jamma, Ramma Jamma. We are number one. We are number one. Crimson Tide, here we come.